Hiya, how are we doing? It's September, so people are doing sample shaves, single edge, slant razors, all sorts of shite and variations on the subject of stuff beginning with SE. So we'll jump on the bandwagon. So I've got a sample in a bowl. It's my Giles shaving shallow captain's choice type bowl. And the sample for tonight was sent to me by Scott Newman a while back. Zingari Man The Wanderer. If you read the description online, it's like 30 lines long of what it's supposed to smell like, and yeah. The brush is one that I'm still trying to get to grips with and break in really. It's Alpha Shaving. It's the UK WSS one, limited edition that came out. It's the G5 synthetic. Looks like a badger, works like a badger, but it's not. It's a synthetic knot. So that's what we're using tonight. And we're using a slant razor, an iKon X3. This is a torsional slant. I twist the blade, unlike a slant, which just tilts it. And the blade is a Personna Med Prep. Next to drawing in, got the lights on top of the camera. So there's the blade. 3-piece non-adjustable, it's on a bulldog handle. The iKons do have a long thread. It doesn't matter which way around it goes back together. There's no alignment marks or anything, so you can just slap it together any way, shape or form. And if I'll show you that way there, you can see the torque, the torsion on the blade. So it torques the blade down. They do have a long stud. And there's the razor there. So that's what we're using tonight. So Zingari Man, never used it before. I haven't got a clue what it's like. A lot of people like it. We'll dip the tips, a couple of shakes, and we'll get the brush loaded. I've got 1.5 grams of soap in the bowl. If I'm using a sample or trying something out, that's generally the amount I use, so I can get a comparison between soap and soap. I'm not bowl lathering, I'm just trying to load the brush from the bowl. It's a bit dry, so I'll keep one of these. This is a ½ teaspoon scoop. I'll keep it in the bathroom drawer. Instead of just dumping water in, you can do it in a controlled manner. That's 2.5 millilitres for our European cousins, or ½ a teaspoon, small banana for our Americans. Yeah, the scent is fine. It's not in your face. Probably stronger than some European soaps, scent strength wise. So that's what's left in the bowl. Oh, I'll leave that there in case we run a bit short. Having never used Zingari Man before, but hey, it's an American soap, it's hyped, so it's bound to be good. This is the first thing I've recorded for 2 weeks. Last week's video was recorded a week before it went out, so I've had 2 weeks off camera. I've got nothing to say, so apart from just blithering shite. So if I've got nothing to say, I generally won't bother you. Won't bother turning the camera on. The brush is, I do like the Outlaws, the ergonomics and the handle, and it is as close to a badger as you'll get from a synthetic. I think the Zingari Man likes a drink. So these were made by Steve Tinter at Alpha Shaving, and sold at a very good price for a limited period. I was quite late in jumping on the bandwagon. I owned an ad for a wee while. It's alright, it's not as good as Club Cola. .26mm I would say is the ideal knot size for a synthetic. 24, 26. Anything over that really is wasted, in my opinion. Well, it's not fully hydrated, but it's good enough. I know some people, I know one person who had an issue with Zingari Man and couldn't get a lather out of it. I'm not sure which soap it was. So the iKon X3, no longer available, I don't think, with the Med Prep. You can see the base plate has different teeth on it, but it's the same blade gap as far as I know. So if you're using a slant razor, you don't hold it straight at an angle, you just hold it straight. Think of a guillotine, that's the way it's supposed to work, with the blade at an angle, so as it comes down and chops your head off. This is doing supposedly the same thing to the facial hair. So if you are using a slant for the first time, not that many available on the market at the moment, they seem to have fallen out of fashion, fallen out of fad. Then don't compensate for it, just hold the razor and use it like you would normally use it if using a bog standard DE, and let the design do the work. iKon is another American company that's a bit like Above the Tie, fallen out of fashion. doesn't feel any different when you are shaving with a slant as to shaving with a flat base plate DE. I'm on call time for work. I really don't need that shit, but never mind. Right, I'm going to shove a half teaspoon, 2 half teaspoons in the bowl. We'll go back to it. So this stops it drying out in the brush. It also helps you get up any remnants of soap that are sitting in the bowl that you didn't quite get first time round. So this time, now the lather is a bit thinner, but it's very well hydrated. Scent on the soap is pleasant enough. It's certainly not what you would class as offensive. I believe this is a tallow based soap as well, so it's not vegan friendly. So I had. Oh, I felt a little nick. There's also no overhang on the iKon, so you don't have to worry about that. And just while we're doing this, I'll throw another half teaspoon in there for the face wash. I'm not a great fan of shaving samples, soap samples. But the only time I use a shaving bowl, I've got shitloads of them. I could probably do a year's worth of videos just for samples. So we'll go back to the bowl. I'm basically just loading the brush again. No point wasting the soap, might as well use it for a face wash. See you in a minute. Spot on, that feels pretty bloody good. Post shave wise, I've got a small sample of the matching splash that Scott was good enough to send up, so we'll use that. Not another one I can't get into. Here we go, we're in. Better make me ass go. So there we go, we'll give it a shake first. Yeah, it's half the bottle, that'll do. Yeah, no alcohol in that. No sting. Spot on, here we go. One shave and a blather. Hasn't been dried yet. There you go, there's the synthetic knot. And if we give it a quick 10-second blast, you can see it dries out quite nicely. It's just that little hump in the side there, little glue bump that just won't come out. So I've been knocking the shit out of it for 2 weeks with ball lathers and trying to. There you go, dry as a bone. So yeah, if you're looking for a synthetic knot that works like a badger, the G5 synthetics, some places retail them as G7s, but I think it's the same knot. Quite impressed with it as far as synthetic goes. I've got a G4 as well. It's certainly an improvement over that. So the soap was Zingari Man The Wanderer. 1.5 grams, that's how much we used out of the sample of the soap. It's like my baseline sort of test to see how much, whether you need enough lather out of it for 1.5 grams. That sample was probably a year old, if not longer, so it might have dried out a little bit, but it felt it wasn't a croap. And yeah, worked okay. So lathered up with a Outlaw 26mm G5, iKon X3 slant. You can see the slant on the top on the blade when you do that. As far as slants go, I like it. iKon did too. I've got the other one as well. And the blade was, and still is, Personna Mid Prep. Now in its third use, but I haven't put the dots on the blade yet. Let's dry the blade off. So, if you cut yourself, not my fault, alright? Grab one of the sharp ends, but not on the blade. 5 strops. Turn it over, drag it backwards and forwards 5 times on the towel. There we go, blade's dry, put it back in the wrapper. I don't keep them in the razors, I'll put them back in the wrappers. I've got a little shelf down here, I keep all the in-use blades on. So there we go. And polished off with some match and splash. Scott, thank you very much, quite enjoyed that. That's Zingari Man. That's it folks. Any comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.